iLife Radio, changing the way you listen to radio.
Welcome once again to Lightworks. Welcome iLife family, old and new. We've got an exciting show lined up for you today and a slightly different structure to the usual format. So Ahmad Jamal is our featured artist today, and boy, what an exciting artist he is. An extremely innovative musician who once made an album that's now considered a jazz masterpiece. But more later. First things first, we've got our first ever guest to the show today, an amazing homegrown talent, a hip-hop producer and MC born and raised in Tottenham, produces music that's exciting, diverse, vivid and captures the imagination whilst navigating through the trials and tribulations of life through complex storytelling with an acute musical backdrop. So let's get in the mix with a few of his tracks.
Two. Yeah. It's a hot summer. 1 2 1 2. 1 2 1 2. Yeah. What? 1 2 1 2. Yeah. 1 2 1 2. Hey. Now here's a little story that you might not know. It happened like some years ago. Two young youths in an estate block. Summertime vibes, so you know the block's hot. Just finished exams, about to go ham when one summer's evening they got into a jam. And I don't mean a jam like a club night, and I don't mean a jam without the Marmite. I mean a gun jam, 10 man running in the house on some gangbang flex. They were quiet as a mouse. See, these violent young men came from the very same estate that Victor and Donovan played bulldog by the gate, and it was fake, man. Nah, wait, man, don't move. These hot heads got something to prove. But on this particular evening, Donovan weren't in the mood. See, 2 days ago his dad left the yard, no clues. Mom stressed, sisters depressed, I guess. Donovan must have had the bulletproof vest, cause he calmly began to approach the middle. Like I said, when he began to approach the middle, the older boys looked at him and began to giggle. Victor weren't built for the drama, he was studying drama and had ambitions of rather. But nah sir, this is looking peak still. Victor told Donovan to chill. Donovan said, nah, I'm tired of this shit for real. He proceeded to go for the cold black still. The girls in the yard screamed and squealed, the crowd dispersed. Victor dived head first. All the commotion in slow motion, what's worse is the boys were scared too. Now we got another case of manslaughter, typical, stereotypical, but the gun didn't go off, it was fake. They were trying to show off, but Donovan didn't know his own strength, because the boy he knocked out couldn't catch his breath. Stumbled over the glass table and yes, he had a panic attack, no inhaler for his chest. He died in 6 minutes, now Victor has to make weekly visits. Don's doing 3 years in a youth offender prison. Hot summers, they come and go, but these hot summers, rain, sleet, hell, snow, and hot summers, they come and go, but these hot summers, rain, sleet, hell, snow, and hot summers, they come and go, but these hot summers, rain, sleet, hell, snow, and hot summers, they come and go, but these hot summers, rain, sleet, hell, snow, hot summers, they come and go, these hot summers. Yo, Donovan, I hope you're doing good, bro. So you know what? I'm gonna go stay with my gran, bro. It's peak, bro. Like the estate's mad hot, bro. This might actually be the best place for you at this time, you know. It's crazy out there. Nah, that's long. I'm gonna stay with my grandma. come and go, but these hot summers, rain, sleet, hell, snow, and hot summers, they come and go, but these hot summers, rain, sleet, hell, snow, and hot summers, they come and go, but these hot summers, rain, sleet, hell, snow, and hot summers, they come and go. I put the F in fresh, the O in U. Baby girl came through and put the whole in 1, 2. We keep on with the force of nature. Artcha's behavior major. Reconsider flavors, cinnamon bars, brandy flows, rum punchlines, that anything goes. Chocolate boy wonder, under the light is blessed. I go hard like a nipple under the sequin dress. You MC's a real mess. I got the answer plus I'm real blessed. Give you a chance to back away from the mic device. I'm too nice. Get with the crowd like vodka, touching the ice, spice, rice and peas. I does this with ease. Please get a style and personality before you try battle me.
Now where I'm from, we make it stop. Let's step the game up. Step the game up. Let's step the game up. Step the game up.
They wanna cage rattle me, but I'm calm like Seattle Sea. Vicious like the Lebanese government, jailed with no release. Freeze at ease. You want the M's and O's to get the E's. ABCs, burn at 100 degrees. It's me. A to the RT. CH if you A. The styles I display will relate full force in a day. 24, breaking 7 laws in 21 different ways. Press play, relax and chill. Perhaps I will give you what you need and not what you want. Take this pill at will. Break the seal of approval, removal, man. Catch us deep in the den, bathing in the ink of pens. I was about to give up, but had to extend. Once I heard the DJ say,
now where I'm from, we make it stop. Let's step the game up. Let's step the game up. Let's step the game up. Now where I'm from, we make it stop. Let's step the game up. Step the game up. Let's step the game up. Step the game up.
let them have it, flip it, match it, wheel it, run it, did it, done it, reach the summit, can't let you mug it, we way above it, hug it, rub it, leave it, subject flows, reluctant foes, nuggets, jewels, here's the rule, be yourself and love it, public views, I've been in crews, I've been alone, same ish, different days, can hold my cut my jaw, now who's uncomfortable, inside the vestibule, pure vegetables, dead, we were led to believe you was a don, but we're dead wrong. You have the same flow in every song. My rebuttal is save the kids, spare the rich. Get it now, cause life's a bitch.
Then you die, that's why we get high.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know you were going back to that.
Now where I'm from, we make it step. Let's step the game up. Let's step the game up. Let's step the game up. Step the game up.
You know, it's like you never know when you're up against. So you gotta come with your written game, your freestyle game.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, like Biz, somebody like Biz Markie, he wouldn't even battle Ron. He would just start dancing. And
I just need to get mine. Realign your whole spine. You don't play fair. Hey, tech time. If you wanna bruck wine. I just need to get mine. Realign your whole spine. You don't play fair. Hey, when it's time to rave up, there's no behavior. Patting down gums, Captain Rum for capers. I see nothing but flavors. Inhale the vapors. Can't repeat what she said. Tell you later. Bass on rudeness, drums on dumb. I was on stuff, details I can't tell my mum. Smelling ever so fresh, she pinched my bum. Times have changed, these women have won. And she wants the trophy, boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Plus she wants the rod of Troy. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Tech time. If you wanna bruck wine. I just need to get mine. Realign your whole spine. You don't play fair. Tech time. If you wanna bruck wine. I just need to get mine. Realign your whole spine. You don't play fair. Gala swell up. Galaina, Ina, the one like Tina. See, she says I'm a dreamer. Pisces, King A. I made her a believer. See, no dilly or dally, no Mickey or Mallory, no nicking my celery. Oh, you my queen? Champagne spirit, can you dig it? Over limits, here's my digits. She wants the trophy, boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. And she wants the rod of Troy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I was like, tech time. If you wanna bruck wine, I just need to get mine. No, realign your whole spine. You don't play fair, hey? Tech time. If you wanna bruck wine, I just need to get mine. Realign your whole spine. You don't play fair, hey?
Trying to be smart, but my heart in a game. Heart's on a game. Baby, are you insane? We're playing games. You're playing games. We're too old to be playing. Stop playing yourself. It ain't good for your health. Baby, all that I'm saying.
We've been putting in work for years. Gotta stay diligent in this game. Man's is always working. If you don't work, you don't eat. We stay dilly, gent, cause it's really hard work trying to make a milli out of Lily. Rap so brilly, and get milli. 10-ton Jackie Dilly trying to cap my capability, but they can't really, so it's so killy. I willy definitely fulfilling my destiny. Even if the glass silly, Jackson's like Lily puts caps in your capilli. See me and Guy Lily, learn to be Billy, growing up in Nigeria. Firstborn, looking after the family. Things kinda changed when I flew to London. Man of the house now, more responsibility. Lived in the council estate in Brixton. Thugs in the BMs, plain bound to killy. Trying to recruit the youth too criminally. So what you saying? I'm like Milli Vanilli.
Hey, stay diligent. Give it to me, live it magnificent. If you don't work, you can't eat, then you can't sleep. Baby, that's a no, no, no. Hey, stay diligent. Give it to me, live it magnificent. If you don't work, you can't eat. I'll put the work in. Oh, oh, oh.
Mum was sing Gilly, no pops in the facility. I walked around town like I was invisibility. I've done a few things I'm not proud to reveal. The road is hot and cold, I call it chilly. My languilly blends like a chameleon. Write so many bars, I'm almost incarcerilly. Write for your soul to connect to your intilly. Write with intent, never willy-nilly. The London Lily, round the world like Philly. Freeing people saying free your mind, not willy. Being in the billy, believing in your ability. On this work won't kill it. Lazily willy, silly billies wanna pick a fight. I pick a dilly. dilly. Lyrically, my skilly's probably top dilly. Stay dilly, focus your mentally, and have something to show at the end dilly. Hey, stay diligent. Give it to me, give it magnificent. If you don't work, you can't eat, and you can't sleep, and that's a no. Hey, stay diligent. Give it to me, give it magnificent. If you don't work, you can't eat. I'll put the work in. Oh. Hey, stay diligent. Give it to me, give it magnificent. If you don't work, you can't eat, and you can't sleep. That's a no. Hey, stay diligent. Give it to me, give it magnificent. If you don't work, you can't eat. I'll put the work in. Oh. You gotta stay diligent. You gotta stay diligent. Hey, you gotta stay diligent. Hey, you gotta stay diligent. You gotta stay diligent. Hey, you gotta stay diligent. You wrote the whole life for this. What's the dilly? What's the dilly? I put my lifetime, baby, we wrote the whole life for this. What's the dilly? What's the dilly? What the dilly, yo?
So I'm really excited. We're really excited to have Artcha in the studio. How are you doing, Artcha?
Oh my God, I was so gassed. I'm not going to lie. You're mixing in songs. I was so happy. I'm smiling like a Cheshire cat. Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me on your first ever guest.
That's right,
That's
yeah.
mad. I'm very humbled, very excited. My first interview of 2020.
Okay.
So this is a big deal for me.
It's a big deal for us too.
Thank you so much. Amazing. Shout out to everyone listening, also tuned in. But how are you? How are you doing?
I'm really good, thank you. Feeling really privileged to be able to do a hip-hop show like this. So, yeah.
And I want to say congratulations.
Thank you very much,
I'm hearing great stuff.
Cool, nice. I'm glad you like it.
Yes.
So, yeah, it's really good to have you on the show, as we were saying. Mm-hmm. And let's get into it, because I've got quite a lot of information to kind of pull from you.
We can take it anywhere you want to go.
Okay, sounds like you've had quite a lot of... quite a long career, quite a lot of things you've done.
I've been doing this for a while.
Yeah, sure.
For a little bit.
Yeah, so let's kick off by asking about your early musical influences.
Yeah.
Your inspirations growing up.
Yeah, I mean, I'm Jamaican heritage, so I think a lot of Caribbean, Jamaican households will understand. I grew up around music, so music was playing in the house, typical Saturday mornings. Mum would be playing vinyls and then the housework would begin. So I just became very curious about some of the music I was hearing. Motown, Michael Jackson, Anita Baker, Aretha Franklin, like just greats, super greats. So I just became interested in what I was hearing, and I was doing my own research and kind of playing records. And my first vinyl my mum bought me, I don't think she understood what she bought me, but she bought me Doggy Style, Snoop Dogg.
Okay.
Because I've been talking about Snoop Dogg, and she was like, okay, cool, I'll buy it. But then when I played it and all the swearing was happening, obviously she wasn't happy.
Yeah, I had to save up for my own NWA album, so consider yourself lucky.
Fair enough, yeah. No, obviously that was my introduction, then I just went on my own and bought my own records.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
It's got to be done.
It's got to be done.
So, what are your kind of current influences? Who are your favourite MCs right now?
Man, I mean, yeah, I think probably no surprise to a few people, Kendrick Lamar is for me just a blessing to the hip hop game. I feel like, especially recent times where we had a bit of a lag, because I'm a hip hop baby. I came from the 80s, 90s, so that hip hop birthed me. So to see someone like Kendrick Lamar not only be himself and creative, but also be critically acclaimed and commercial, that's very difficult. So I salute him. Obviously, my old school Wu-Tang Clan, that's who birthed me. Come on. Run DMC, obviously. You mentioned NWA, like all the classic hip hop foundation is what I grew up on. Snoop
Yeah.
Dogg, obviously. And then I say UK wise, I feel like we have a great range of MCs. Wretch 32, obviously, my boy Pirelli. I came from a big crew of MCs actually, so a lot of those guys in that crew I went to school with.
Okay.
Shout out to A Sharp, Sway. Now I've got to name everyone, innit? Harvey Dent, Exile, DJ Exile, Edro, Meredith, Al Shucks, supreme producer. A lot of people will know him from Empire State of Mind with Jay-Z and Alicia Keys. I don't want to forget anyone. I think I've named everyone. Governor, Mr. Tibbs, also part of the Mud family back in the day. I'm very blessed. I came from a lot of great foundation.
Okay.
A lot of great foundation.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So how far back would you say that your career goes then? How long have you been doing this?
I think I distinctly remember being in college, sixth form, and my brother A Sharp was already rapping. And this must have been 96.
Okay.
So I was just listening to him. I was just intrigued. Wu-Tang had, I think 97, they dropped Triumph. And that was like a commercial success. And that was my earliest understanding of Wu-Tang. So I'd say 96 I began writing. 97 I began recording.
Okay.
And A Sharp kind of helped me with that. And then funnily enough, in the same school, Sway was a couple years younger than us. And we kind of formed a group, us three.
Okay.
And that was the beginning.
And the group was called
the Phoenix Crew.
Okay.
Shout out to the Phoenix. We still got the. Funny enough,
from the ashes.
Yeah, exactly. That was the understanding. We were reminiscing the other day. Shout out to Sway and A Sharp. We had a little conversation about that time.
Shout out A Sharp.
Yeah.
Shout out Sway.
So that was the beginning, and then we joined another group. That group was called Commotion.
Okay.
And then the two groups together was known as the One Crew.
Okay.
So the One Crew, we did one album. We did no videos. But I think a lot of people who were in the scene at the time will remember that project. I think we got a lot of critical acclaim. So yeah, that's my foundation.
Okay.
And then kind of went solo.
Yeah. So what was the point at which you went solo, and what kind of created that situation?
Ah, man. Okay, you're digging deep.
I'm a journalist at heart. I didn't tell you that, did I?
Okay, you didn't tell me that part. Now I'm gonna be open. The first. It was weird because the group was going for 2 years, and then I had a spiritual awakening. So I kind of found God.
Okay.
And then I kind of went down the church route.
Okay.
And did a kind of like a gospel project. So I was really focused, and I kind of said to the guys, I'm going to step away because this is what I believe, and I want to fulfill that. And they were super supportive, to be honest. And I went away, did an EP. I was called Exodus back then.
Okay.
And I did an EP, and it was weird. I did like a gospel tour,
right,
of churches.
Sounds like fun.
And to be honest, that was my first outing as a solo artist.
Okay.
So it kind of made me realize how to work a crowd. And I mean difficult crowd. Like you're performing to a group of elderly women who don't really understand hip hop, and you're telling them to put their hands up, and they're looking at you like, okay. So I know how to work hard crowds.
Right.
And that was the foundation.
Sounds like a good foundation.
It was great. I love it. I still love it. Still love that memory. And then after that, I kind of was back and forth with church and God, and just became a musician. Just making music. And being real to me. That was the point. I wanted to be truthful to who I was.
So music became your religion.
Yeah. It was weird because, don't get me wrong, God was always there, but music was like, okay, I don't need to make gospel music. I just want to tell the truth. And my truth is God and other things and life. So yeah, it was a very interesting journey. Yeah.
And I can see that you're interested in life and situations that come up in life. That's all kind of scattered throughout your music.
100%. Yeah.
So I just want to ask you a little bit about some of the barriers that you've had to overcome to get to where you are now.
Yeah. I think like most artists, it's always about exposure, opportunity, doors, communication, networking, who you know, that's a big thing. Unfortunately, I say, because sometimes you can be super talented and maybe not know the right people.
Yeah, that good old nepotism goes a long way.
Yeah, exactly. But I think what the beauty of my beginnings was, I just learned how to grind. I would go to throughout London, I'd be at the show. Any open mics, I was there. And especially if they had money for rap competitions, battles, I was there. I remember being in Hackney, and I'm from Tottenham. Imagine I'm on my own in Hackney. I win this open mic, and I say, yeah, thank you. Shout out to Tottenham, and the whole room goes quiet. I was a bit naive, didn't really realise where I was. Thank God it was all good.
Yep, you couldn't do that these days.
So I learned how to hustle, but I also learned how to be street smart.
Yeah, it's important.
But I just met so many people along the way, and that's how it works. You meet people, and then later on down the line, someone becomes a big DJ, someone becomes a big journalist, and then they're like, oh, I'm going to interview you. Yeah. And a lot of people might see it from the outside and think, how did he get that? How comes he's got that? But it's about building relationships.
Yeah, it is indeed.
Yeah.
So in terms of relationships, I'm seeing loads of people posting videos on Instagram, dancing to your song, Brand New Challenge. Man. So it sounds like you're definitely doing some like online virtual networking there.
That is a major blessing. This project in itself, the Ego playlist, was not planned before 2020. This is a very new concept.
Okay.
And I just wanted to put something out for the summer.
Yeah.
And Brand New, I've had that song finished for 2 years. So it's been in the vault. And because of the project, the nature of the project, which we'll talk about later, called Ego Playlist, it just made sense. Because it's all about brand new, having new things or standing out from the crowd. And I just thought, let me just do a challenge. See what happens. Wow. I wasn't expecting the blow up of people going out of their way. I mean, people are doing full videos.
Yeah, I know, I've seen.
Like with edits and lighting effects. So thank you to everyone part of this so far. I still want you guys to contribute to the Brand New Challenge. The idea is that I'm going to collate all the videos and make one big official video and drop the single on the 31st of July.
That's so cool. So that's why you have a deadline of the 15th.
Yeah, I kind of, because I just realised it's probably going to take a while to edit everything together.
Yeah, I think it will.
Yeah.
Especially if you've got as many videos as you
Oh my God, and they're still coming. Thank God they're coming in. They're fantastic, beautiful videos. So shout out to everyone who's taken part in this.
Nice.
Yeah. You should do one. Yeah, actually.
Is that the time?
Yeah, this is a good point. You should do one.
Maybe I'll get some of my dance participants to have a go.
That would be amazing. Yes.
I'm not promising. I'll have a think about it.
All right. I won't hold you to account.
Okay, cool. So I feel like I want to play the Brand New track.
That'd be amazing. I just want to say shout out to my label, Club Freshers. Shout out to Scandoose. Shout out to the Freshers team, Dre Styles. Shout out to Keisha Simpson, Duke84, Tomfoolery Beats. What up, Dak? Everyone involved in the movement. Thank you very much.
Have you done with all your shout outs now?
That's part one of the shout outs.
Wow. Okay, I feel like the show needs to be like 5 hours so you can do all your shout outs today.
Oh, it takes too long. It'd be mad.
All right, come back next week.
Yeah, we'll do that. Oh yeah, I will.
Let's go.
you'll have a chance. We're getting licked, oh my gosh. Don't forget to shave. Your lucky night, my lucky night. I found a wife, say no more. That's back to 95. I'm on one, you on one, we on one. Let's get live. Skankers on the floor. I'm in the dance, you in the dance, we in the dance. Let's have more. What you having, mate? I'll have a beer, she'll have a chance. We're getting licked, oh my gosh. Don't forget to shave. Your lucky night, my lucky night. I found a wife, say no more. I'm in my brand new whip. What? Oh shit. I'm in my brand new whip. Let me go. And again. I'm in my brand new whip. What? Oh shit. I'm in my brand new whip. Let me go. Let's go. I'm in my brand new whip. What? Oh shit. I'm in my brand new whip. Let me go. And again. I'm in my brand new whip. What? Oh shit. I'm in my brand new whip. Let me go. I'm in my brand new whip. Oh shit. I'm in my brand new whip. Let me go. I'm in my brand new whip. Oh shit. I'm in my brand new whip. Let me go. And again. I'm in my brand new whip. Oh shit. I'm in my brand new whip. Let me go. I'm in my brand new whip. Oh shit. I'm in my brand new whip. Let me go. I'm in my brand new shoes. Oh shit. I'm in my brand new shoes. Let me go. I'm in my brand new shoes. Oh shit. I'm in my brand new shoes. And again. I'm in my brand new shoes. Oh shit. I'm in my brand new shoes. Let me go. I'm in my brand new shoes. Oh shit. I'm in my brand new shoes. Let me go. I'm in my brand new balls. I'm in my brand new car. Let me go. And again. I'm in my brand new car. I'm in my brand new car. Let me go. And again. I'm in my brand new car. I'm in my brand new car. I'm in my brand new car.
So that's the Artcha's track called Brand New off the Ego playlist.
Yes, indeed.
Do you want to say a little bit about the Ego playlist?
Oh man, like I said before, it was a new understanding for this year, 2020. I knew my album, so my album's coming out later in the year, but we'll talk about that.
So this is a bit of a precursor,
this is like a precursor
to your Urban Tale 3.
And it was kind of like, it was a bit of a response to what we're going through in terms of COVID and lockdown, because I felt like everything was quite heavy and dark. And I put a single out called Avalanche, which was very deep and dark in terms of the concept. And I kind of want to counter all of this with something a bit more fun and uplifting. So a lot of it's quite tongue-in-cheek. So when you listen to the songs, I mean, the Ego playlist kind of says what it's about.
Yes.
It's kind of exploring the idea of our egos, ego in general, what that looks like. And I think for me as an artist, I've never really pushed my ego to the forefront, which sounds silly because I'm a hip-hop artist, but I've always been a bit more conscious about what I'm saying. On the Ego playlist, I kind of let rip.
Yeah, this is definitely a bit of a departure,
it's a departure from my
Urban
normal.
Tales albums,
So
for sure.
yeah, absolutely. So a bit of fun. And Brand New just came organically as the song that a lot of people resonated with first.
Sure.
So I thought, you know what, that's going to be the first single.
It's easy to resonate with,
Absolutely,
for sure. It's very lively.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
So it seems like the Ego playlist takes it's like inspiration from quite a range of genres.
Absolutely.
Can you say a little bit about that?
Yeah, I mean, it kind of takes us from, I mean, the first song, Rally, is very much my hip-hop roots. Pretty boom bap in effect, but very lyrical. And I wanted to start with that because I didn't want to go too much of a departure of what people expect from Artcha as being a lyricist.
Yeah.
So I kind of wanted to set the tone with lyrics. And even within that, those verses are very layered with so much topics, from political agenda to bravado to kind of pop culture references, to there's a couple of lines when I kind of shout out a few MCs and I'm talking about the sport of battling, like the idea of lyricism. And the guys I mention, I'm fans of them.
Yes,
so it's not beef. I'm not starting beef with Kano. I'm not starting beef with Getz or Wretch or Pirelli. These are guys I super admire, and I kind of wanted to just play on the idea that every MC should feel like they're the best.
Yes,
you should.
Why not?
Ooh, you should. And I kind of wanted to put that out there to be like, these are the guys, some of the guys that I hold up in the upper echelons of the UK.
Nice.
So that was Rally. So that was really boom bap. And then Ego,
very playful.
Yeah, very playful.
Yeah.
Ego is more kind of like a double time Timbaland-esque feel, which is like the title track.
Yeah.
And is pretty much about a male ego meeting a woman's ego.
Sure.
And that whole back and forth replay that happens in our society.
Indeed, it does.
Yeah, and then musically, I kind of switch up to what comes after. I think it's Siesta, if I'm not mistaken. And Siesta is very playful, very much about following on from the idea of being a man and needed to be looked after by a woman. So, and very playful. A lot of people's favorite, actually.
Yeah.
And then I go into Tech Time, which again kind of follows suit with that whole scenario, being in a club scenario.
Yep.
Walking in the club, seeing someone that you like, trying to think about how you're going to approach them, all of that.
Yep.
So I'm just trying to create scenarios. And then later on in the project, it gets a bit more political with They Know and Gosh. Gosh is very reggae-esque or ragga-esque, but then has some lines about like politicians and stuff and how we treat our community. So I try to blend, I try to overlap with having fun, but also still being relevant.
Yeah, that's a really nice balance if you can pull it off.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, did you have a particular message that you were trying to convey with this EP?
Yeah, the whole EP is about being yourself.
Okay.
And being your true self. And I think ego has a lot to do with how we act on a daily basis.
Very much
how we treat people, how we react to what people say about us.
Yeah.
And whether our ego is going to disrupt our relationships.
Which it might well do.
It might well do. And but overall, to be honest with you, it was really about having fun.
Sure.
And I feel like Brand New has kind of captivated that a lot.
Cool. I want to play another track.
Yep.
Shall we drop Siesta and then we'll play a little bit of that and then you can say a bit more about it?
Absolutely.
Cool, let's do that.
You know, sometimes you gotta just lay it in, you know, be explicit, tell them exactly what you want, what you need, how you feel. You know, come wine for me. Yeah, pour the wine for me. Or meet me in the winery. Or meet me in the dinery. We can have breakfast, lunch, or dinner. This is rare like ivory.
I'm working too hard.
Siesta.
I need a massage.
Siesta.
Put me to sleep, girl.
Siesta.
Put me to sleep, girl.
Siesta.
I'm working too hard.
Siesta.
I need a massage.
Siesta.
Put me to sleep, girl.
Siesta.
Put me to sleep, girl.
Siesta.
Sleep, girl.
Tell him, if I wake up with no aches or pain, we can do the mathematics, I will give you brains. We can do some athletics, I will pull your reins. Horsepower switching lanes in the pouring rain. Take it back to slave days with the whips and chains. Hey, whoa. Uh-oh.
I'm working too hard.
Siesta.
I need a massage.
Siesta.
Put me to sleep, girl.
Siesta.
Put me to sleep, girl.
Siesta.
Sleep, girl. I'm working too hard.
Hands up.
I need a massage.
Hands up.
Put me to sleep, girl.
Hands up.
Put me to sleep, girl.
Siesta.
I'm working too hard.
Siesta.
I need a massage. Put me to sleep, girl. Put me to sleep, girl. Sleep, girl.
So you just heard the track Siesta by Artcha, who is our guest in the studio right now. Woo-hoo!
Super honoured to be here. Thank you for having me.
You're
Shout out to everybody listening. This is just a humbling experience to share my music on a platform like this.
Nice.
And talk about it as well. I love that. Thank you.
Yeah, so can you tell us a little bit more about Siesta? You briefly mentioned it.
Man, it's definitely one of my favourites, and when it was released, it was a lot of people's favourites. Like, people were messaging me saying I love Siesta, and I think for me, making the song was fun. I won't tell you what the original sample chop is, but I really chopped it up.
Okay.
Just to make it completely different. But
are you keeping the sample a secret?
I am.
Okay.
For now. I think I've got something coming. I don't want to talk about. I've got something else that I'm going to be doing about the project, which kind of breaks it down.
It's okay.
So
you're not the only producer that's been a little bit shady about the samples you're using.
Producers know what I mean when we talk about protecting your sample finds. But yeah, I chopped it up really finely and kind of replayed it. And when I heard the pianos, I was like, this reminds me of like a 90s Little Kim beat, like a kind of like, I don't know, nostalgic throwback. And yeah, it felt quite salsa-y to me, like a salsa vibe. And then the hook came to my head, siesta, and I was like, yep, that's it. And it was just the idea of like being comforted after a hard day's work. Again, falling into that notion of ego and what people want when they feel like they are, I don't know, the king of the castle or whatever, the queen of the castle. But yeah, I just like the vibe of that song.
Sure.
I love the vibe of that song.
Cool.
A lot.
So we also talked about another track of yours, Avalanche, which was released at the beginning of this year, is that right?
Yeah, it was, let me think, it was, June the 5th, sorry. So it wasn't too far to the beginning, but yeah, June the 5th, so middle of lockdown. But I had it in the works.
So it's been out for a short while, actually.
It's been out for a short while. I had planned to put it out before lockdown even happened, so before the COVID madness, it was already
madness
scheduled.
Is the right word.
And
I kind of feel like that's just kind of blown everything. All the schedules have gone to pieces, literally.
And what's really weird about Avalanche, I was saying this on I did an IG live when it came out, and I was saying to Benny, shout out to Benny Busy, who's the singer on the song, it's weird how relevant the lyrics are in that song. And I had written that in February of the year, so way before anything was happening. And then when COVID happened and lockdown happened, I kind of wanted to pull the single. I felt it was maybe bad timing. I don't know, that's how I felt. But then on reflection, it was right, because it just caused a lot of conversation to happen. Yeah, so let's play it. Let's play it.
You ain't just another. You ain't just another somebody. You ain't just another somebody, no. Don't turn your lights off. What you're feeling inside, let it rise. Don't fall a victim to your fears. Must be a story to your tears.
She never stood a chance. Both parents in France, she's in the avalanche. Throw her an olive branch. Stuck in the ambulance. She needs another chance. Yellow sirens up low. Strangers admiring the show. When it rains it pours, but she's dreaming of snow. And her heart stopped beating several years ago. Indigo, pink blush fades to grey tones. Paramedics following procedures. They don't know if she'll live. She doesn't want to either.
You're a believer, you're a believer. Go deeper and deeper to find your reason.
She's dead inside, they believe her, but God intervened. Now tell me, have you seen her? Have you seen her? Call me MC Hammer, I'm just an MC with a hammer, pounding you with grammar. I don't need a camera, my mind's the Photoshop. I see the drama and rearrange it in panorama. 360 views with 360 views on the same conversation. Woo. This is a human in need. I made many mistakes, but she sees the human in me. So it's only right I shine my light. God, let her breathe. This was the miracle touch. Don't need to see to believe. We locked eyes. I told her, please keep in touch with me. When you see the letter A in any letter, it was written by me.
You ain't just another somebody. You ain't just another somebody, no. Don't turn your lights off. What you're feeling inside, let it rise. Don't fall a victim to your fears. Must be a story to your tears. You held it down through the coldest. Inside your heart is a furnace.
Thanks to mommy dearest for plugging me in. Now I'm fully charged, ready to combat devious men. Pen filled with blood ties and lessons of estrogen. Question him, challenge her, Dizzy Gillespie PN. Plus I trust no PM, no president of states. Can't even handle the state of affairs. Too busy having affairs. Meanwhile countries in billions of arrears. Trade fairs ain't fair. Fair trade what? We in a spot that's hot. Hip hop to the rescue a lot. Get the truth to the masses and plot. Via online downloads, CD and transcripts. Buried treasure in my soul will connect, no bandwidth. My calling to call you. Yes, queens, we adore you. Mothers who suffered greatly through the war too. My brother is my brother, fickle fin, sink or swim, peace or sin. We in it together. I roll with marvelous men. Pardon my grin, I know exactly what comes next. They tried to scare us into submission. I said, send me a text. I'm offline, tapped into celestial realms. God's my co-pilot, we now approaching the helm. Mountain peaks and blue skies, a twinkle in my eye. Move strategic, protect paraplegics. Enhance the youth and tell the truth to yourself and mean it. My life's like the Olympics, pole, votes and hurdles. I see injustice in my blood boils and curdles. They speak more gummage than Swizzzle. I got my Blue Peter badge, a survivor of the MacGyver era. Bruce Lee facing all types of mirrors. When the hype withers and snakes quiver, I let them cry me a river. Up the streams, this is my don't playlist. The catalyst for the revolutionary abyss. Protagonists, antagonists, accomplices. How can we win if we don't change the rules of the economists? I'm here for you, sis, I promise this. Sitting in my room, sitting on jewels. Oh, so big, digging up the emotions that I buried as a kid. Next gen, grab a pen and take quotable notes. I got bars, lines, plus a flow to keep you afloat. Murder she wrote on the backs of toilet paper. We up shit's creek. This ain't the time to turn your back on your neighbor. Instead of making our hands gel, we fighting over hand gel. All fair enough and war until granny's unwell. Then it's military lines and community order. Slap a brother if he's trying to take food from my daughters. You got it twisted when I said I'm a peaceful man. Touch my fam, I break a piece of a man off. Like raw ham from the top tier of MCs from Tottenham. You think I came to play? You need an action replay. I'm in the best shape of my life. Verses are on eBay. The bidding wars, I'm swinging swords, kicking doors and picking straws. Me versus the devil and you, I work with God's law.
You ain't just another somebody. You ain't just another somebody, no. Don't turn your lights off. What you're feeling inside, let it rise. Don't fall a victim to your fears. Must be a story to your tears. You held it down through the coldest. Inside your heart is a furnace. You're a believer, you're a believer. Go deeper and deeper to find your reason. You know there is.
That was such a cool track. I love it.
Thank you so much. Shout out to Benny Busy, amazing artist, amazing lyricist, songwriter, singer. Oh, he blessed me so much with that song.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just happy
Nice.
about that.
It's good when your artists produce what you want.
Yeah.
As a producer, I can imagine.
That's a whole nother story about how we even got to that song, but he blessed it and we got such a great reaction.
Nice.
And the video, the video's another whole different thing, but I've made a video for that song online, so check that out as well on YouTube.
Cool.
Yeah.
Check that out, guys.
Yeah.
So, I was saying earlier that the EP, the Ego playlist,
Yes.
is a bit of a departure from your youth Urban Tales album.
Yeah.
So Urban Tales is slightly different in that it kind of takes inspiration from a range of different situations that might happen in life and relationships.
Yeah.
And I kind of feel like you're quite interested in relationships.
Very much. It's weird because I feel like I missed out by not doing psychology in school or college.
Me too.
Very much interested in how people think and feel and react to things and to each other.
Yeah.
And Urban Tales is literally one of my favourite outings in terms of hip-hop is storytelling. So I'm a big fan of storytelling and conveying a story in a song.
Yep.
And Urban Tales came from that passion, and it's actually a trilogy. So Urban Tales Volume 1 came out in 2018. Urban Tales Volume 2 came out in 2019.
Yeah.
Hopefully Urban Tales Volume 3 comes out at the end of 2020.
That would be good.
Be amazing.
Because I love Urban Tales 1 and 2.
Thank you.
Really exciting.
Thank you. Yeah.
So I'm intrigued to see what
Urban
Tales 3 holds.
I think the time away has let me tweak it more. So I've kind of advanced it. I've changed some of the songs. I've rejigged it. So and also what's really special about Urban Tales Volume 3 is my big brother Ty is on the album. Rest in peace. We lost a genius this year. So
very sad times.
So this is going to be a very emotional project for me for many reasons. But yeah, very much looking forward to putting that out.
Cool. So how do you see Urban Tales 3 developing the narrative that you've established in the previous 2
Yeah,
albums?
I mean, again, for anyone who hasn't, I suggest obviously now or after the show, go and get it. Urban Tales Volume 1 by Artcha is on every platform. Urban Tales Volume 2 as well. Urban Tales Volume 3. So Urban Tales Volume 1, is about kind of growing up. It's the idea of growing up. I'm from a Jamaican household, North London, one-parent family. But it's not just about me, and that's the point. It's about us, people. How do we grow up? How do we navigate? And then Urban Tales Volume 2 gets into the relationship stage, when you first have relationships and breakups and how you navigate. I mean, you played Circles with Tendai.
I did indeed.
Shout out to Tendai.
One of my favourite tracks
One
there.
of my favourite. She
Fantastic.
absolutely smashed that to pieces.
Vocalist.
Oh, God. And that song in particular is about the female perspective on being treated badly by a man. And then Urban Tales Volume 3, I don't want to give too much away, but it's basically the evolution. It's growing up.
Yes.
Finding your place in the world.
Nice.
So once you hear all of them back to back, it should give you a bigger narrative.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
It sounds like the perfect conclusion.
Yeah, absolutely. Very, very proud. Shout out to the team again, Club Thrushes, Scandoose, my boy Kevin Johnson. These are the guys that kind of helped me along the way to cultivate these projects and bring it to life.
Cool.
Yeah.
You sound like a popular guy.
I don't know if I'm popular. I think I just know good people.
That's cool.
I know good people. Yeah, defo.
Yeah, pick the people that you want to hang out with. Hopefully.
Positive
they say a lot
energy,
about you and who you are as a person.
100%.
Cool. And you are a very generous person because you have given us the opportunity to play an exclusive track of your...
I almost forgot about that.
Oh, I didn't. So I'm going to play More Fire featuring an artist called Pirelli.
Listen, this is a big exclusive. My brother Pirelli, we're working on a video for the... Oh, I'm so excited.
Cool.
So excited.
Check this out, guys. You're in for a treat here.
Holding it fresh, holding me down's like holding your breath. Still I'm holding it down, I'm overly blessed. She's holding my, well I'm holding her. What can I say? Come what may, that's why I'm here, that's why I pray. Those are the facts, this is your day. No cliche, but ain't come to play. Now tell a DJ to wheel it, and I mean it, and I mean it. Life is so damn real, and I seen it like a green-eyed monster. Shot fired, I'm a lot tired, hot wired, but still we need. So we better bring that heat. Bring those bars, battle scars, watch how the demons creep. On these London streets, just the other week, I saw a couple of beats getting nabbed by the Bobby on the beat, and man don't care, life goes on until it's your son on the verse of a song, and it hurts and it's long and it's all gone peak tongue. Mad.
Just take a moment to breathe, London, UK, worldwide.
I said that I love you so, and I mean it so. From the bottom of my heart, I'm telling you to play, baby. I saw that something in your eyes, comes to no surprise that you turn me oh so giddy.
What's up, people? This is Omar, and you're listening to iLive Radio, changing the way you listen to radio.
This is independent recording artist Devon Danielle. Please continue to support independent artists on iLive Radio. We appreciate you spreading the love all over the world.
Peace, world. This is J Soul, a.k.a. The Black Sinatra, and you're listening to iLive Radio, changing the way you listen to radio.
What's up, everybody? This is Indie Soulstress Gwen Yvette on iLive Radio, the station that supports independent artists and their music.
This is Gina P, and you're listening to iLive Radio, changing the way you listen to radio.
Music back to back on iLive Radio.
Welcome back to Lightworks, hip hop heads and music lovers in general. We've got another exciting featured jazz artist for you today. Stay tuned. Born Frederick Russell Jones on the 2nd of July 1930 in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, this jazz pianist, composer, band leader and educator started playing piano at the tender age of 3. Very tender age, wouldn't you say? When asked about his habits around practicing by a critic from the New York Times, Ahmad Jamal commented, "I used to practice and practice with the door open, hoping someone would come by and discover me. And I'm so glad that he was discovered." He's an absolutely fantastic, interesting, innovative artist. I'm going to play one of his tracks, Swahili Land.
The instamatic focal point bringing damage to your burrow. We some brothers from the east with the beats that be thorough. Got the solar gravitation, so I'm bound to pull it. I gets down like brothers are found, ducking from bullets. Gun control means using both hands in my land. Was all about the cautious living, migrating to a higher form of consequence. Compliments are struggling that shouldn't be notable, and every word I say should be a hip hop quote.
I'm sick of shit and thinking acids. I'm sick of talking about blunts. Sick of Versace glasses. Sick of slang. Sick of half-ass award shows. Sick of name brand clothes. Sick of R&B. Local shit. This is back. Cocaine and crack, which bring sickness to black. Sick of swole head rappers with they sickening raps. Claps the gap, making the whole sick world collapse. The facts are getting sicker, even sicker perhaps. I stick a push to make a bundle to escape this map.
Man, life can get all up in your ass, baby. You better work it out. Now let me tell you what it's all about. A skin not considered equal. A meteor has more right than my people who be wasting time screaming who they've hated. That's why the native tongues has officially been reinstated. Yeah. Stakes is high. You know them stakes is high. Talking about the stakes is high. Y'all know them stakes is high when we dealing with them. Come on. Stakes is high. Man,
hey, yo,
stakes is
what
high.
About that love?
Yo, it's about love of cars, love of funds, loving to love mad sex, loving to love guns, love for opposite, love for fame and wealth, love for the fact of no longer loving yourself, kid. We living in them days of the man-made ways where every aspect is vivid. These brothers no longer talk ish. Hey, yo, these niggas live it. About to give it to you 24/7 on the microphone. Plug one, translating the zone. No offense to a player, but yo, I don't play. And if you take offense from me, oh, got to be that way. JD Dub, show your love. What you got to say?
I say jeans and making cake is at a high regard, and to get 9 for it nowadays ain't odd. Investing in fantasies and not God. Welcome to reality. See, times is hard. People try to snatch the credit but can't claim the card. Showing out in videos saying they co-starred. So this shit like that'll make your mama cry. Better watch the way you spend it, cause the stakes is high.
You know them stakes is high when you're dealing with the word out hot. Stakes is high. Man, them stakes is high.
Check it. I think that smiling in public is against the law. Cause love don't get you through life no more. It's who you know and how you son, and how you getting in, and who the man holding me up, and how was the skins, and how high, yo, whatever. I heard you call the body. Seem like every man and woman share the life of John God. Mixing crimes with life enzymes, taking the big shot out and digging no doubt.
Why panic if this is how God planned it? My eyes slanted from smoking the gigantic. God damn it, the dopest on 5 planets. AT-alien, Decatur where I landed. If I get married, I hope that my bride's Spanish. Yeah, I'm kinda mannish. Put some dick with her diaphragms, but fuck relationships and friendships. Cause I'd rather down the Titanic. Live calm or die frantic. I don't do the back and forth. I throw the deuces my advantage. I'm affiliated. Any drama, we fire cannons in the jungle with them trees. My nigga, I'm Tarzan. Success is never luck. It's more like Smart Planet. And the car park is all black like Clark Campus. Basquiat paint pictures without a art canvas. I always stood out. My nigga, I'm outstanding.
Got some of the word niggas only forgotten rap. If you believe in him, you live happily ever after. Word to the pastor, smoking his green pasture. I had a 3rd chapter, coming back like the rapture.
My 316s, nigga. My 316s, nigga.
Word to the pastor, smoking his green pasture. I had a 3rd chapter, coming back like the rapture.
Champion from the Pantheon. I'm tired of people telling me what can't be done. From 2014 and beyond, if you ain't talking money to me, son, then I can't respond. I'm for one of them pistols whistle like Andy on. 223s just as long as Marcus Cambions. At the St. Regis with a fancy blonde bitch, you with a prince. Why you still got your panties on? Smoke a gram with my girl while the Grammys on. Cause the shit I write, I should have 11 Oscars. You ever met an author who holds his weapon awkward? This 38 my bodyguard, I call it Kevin Costner. Black Pentecostal who never read the gospel. My adversary do it, throw imaginary mops. The prince from Machiavelli, cause us rappers really prosper.
Got some of the word niggas only forgotten rap. If you believe in him, you live happily ever after. Word to the pastor, smoking his green pastures. I had a 3rd chapter, coming back like the rapture.
My 316s, nigga. My 316s, nigga.
Word to the pastor, smoking his green pastures. I had a 3rd chapter, coming back like the rapture.
Basking in the ambiance of the Mondrian. I'm starving like it's Ramadan, let's get this Parmesan. done. I keep the peace, I'm like Gundy with a tummy gun. Slung so many elbows, I think I might need Tommy John. But this rap bread sweeter than a honey bun, and I could never fall off, and if I did, I bungee jump. That's funny, huh? Our money, huh? Fuck a bitch, I'd rather see this money come. You can't see me no more, I'm out the country. Trump with a girl from Cape Town, running naked across the lawn. I'm a Don, Marcelo Berlin, I swear to Allah, my verses deserve to be in the Quran. Walaikum salam, go to Barbados for fun. Ratchet hoes used to call me bro, that the tables was fun. And I don't pay for pussy, only buy shit you weigh with a pawn. King David the Psalm, prophet like Jacob and John.
That's the little one that is only forgotten rap. If you believe in him, you live happily ever after. Word to the pastor, smoking his green pasture. I had a third chapter, coming back like the rapture.
My 316s, nigga. My 316s, nigga.
Word to the pastor, smoking his green pasture. I had a third chapter, coming back like the rapture.
Look at it, God, you a preacher.
While touring in Detroit, where there was a sizable Muslim community, Ahmad Jamal became interested in Islamic culture. He converted to Islam and ultimately changed his name to Ahmad Jamal in 1950. So he made his first record in 1951 with the Ahmad Jamal Trio and John Hammond, who enhanced the fame of musicians such as Benny Goodman, Billie Holiday, Count Basie, and also helped Jamal's trio to attract critical acclaim. This upcoming track, The World is a Ghetto, I'm sure you know it, off the 1973 self-titled album.
quarters, giving orders to my squadron, cause I'm like a sergeant or general. But let me keep this minimal. I used to hang with kids who like to live trife with a knife, cutting kids for fun and pulling out much guns. I like rivalry champs, fellas start to get in. Dead bodies lay stand to the pavement, so I gave it some thought. Remembering the brothers who are gone now, I'll make a strong vow to make things right. Ignite the mic, get hype and all that. Suckers try to menace, but they always fall flat to the ground as I astound come around. I put you down about the brothers who think their boss, think they're getting lost, but in the end they pay the cost of their lives, and that ain't the way to go out. Even take their boys with them, cause they know the boys will go out. But when it comes to facing sometime, they're like crying like weak and wanna call Mom Dukes. But Mom Dukes is fed up with the shit you did. She knows that you shot, and she knows that you crippled kids. But who's to judge when you're trying to survive? The one who moves first may be the one to stay alive. So when you think you're hot and dominating the set, just remember, the illest brother claims respect. Like I said, I'm an ill kid, so never did test me. They wanna arrest me cause I'm causing a frenzy. Fake gangsters coming, fake gangsters go. Real gangsters chill cause real gangsters know. Quietly you stalk your prey on the down low, cause too much talk will get you beef on the street. And brothers in the city have to live this way. It may cause dismay, but I'ma tell it anyway. Your guns are easy to get, and like a puppet, some young kid is gonna be the subject of internal oppression. An example of hard time to make it out the trap in your mind. It's a hard climb, but even if you change, come right and exact. There's another brother scheming, so just watch your back. I know a brother who thought he had it all, but little did he know he was bound for a downfall. He'd pick up the heater and go stick somebody. He wouldn't give a damn if he killed somebody, cause if somebody would get in the way of him getting loot, there'd be no hesitation. He just shoot. It's like the good, the bad, and the ugly, except it's reality, and you don't see it on TV. Brothers keep dying in the streets, cause the streets are designed to keep you from having peace of mind. I know an old man, he's got a rifle to stifle any young punk. He hides it under his bunk. And I know a kid who's been to jail, and he told me that the system had failed him. So now he's out the joint and he's like flipping on kids, and the people in his neighborhood are flipping their wigs. But you gotta check the move cause there's a reason, a method to the madness, and you know what I mean. Cause rather than being the hermit or chump, you can be just like my man Cold holding a pump. But living like that, you take a chance with your life. But some things in life sometimes will make you uptight. I'm like an avalanche of knowledge pounding down all fools, all fakes, all snakes, and once you try to break the rules and regulations, stipulations made by the gangsta, you try to flex muscle, you know you can't hang hops, you're making me vexed, but yeah, you can go next. Just remember, the illest brother claims respect.
You know, yeah, Cass was talking all this, man, talking a lot of game, saying on Electric Circus, yo, Common, what's the matter with you, man? You done went all wild and lost your mind, man. You doing all this Jimi Hendrix, wanna be rock star. What happened? Erica got your mind bent up? She doing the same thing she did to you that she did to Drake? What's happening with you, man? Used to be a B-boy. You was on some Chicago rock. What happened, dawg? What's going on with you? What's the matter with you, dawg? You ain't raw no more. You ain't hip hop no more. You on some rock stop. We don't wanna get that. You weak, boy, you weak. But you know what? I could give a damn about the things that they say. I could give a damn about the things that they say. I could give a fuck about the things that they say. I could give a fuck about the things that they say. They say what's happening. We say the facts and then they lie. We coming back for them. They might say what they don't. Come on. They say, they don't know. They say a nigga lost his mind in the scheme of things. I never lost the rhyme. Thin line between love and hatred. I'm the black pill in the matrix of saturated life. They say life is what you make it, so I wait quick on the spaceship so I can take it. It's high as the stakes get when paper get low. I be telling Derek, tell Garrett, get us a show. Little calm, I make righteous bitches get low. Richest men ain't necessarily the middle with Joe. Say you went wild, yeah, that's what they say. Cause couldn't tell it was me like Jamie and Ray. Painting the day with focus, grind, bras, and good wine. Dope and sour, so it's homework and hood crimes. I stood mine for forever and a day, so goodbye. They never can say, tell them, yay. They say what's happening. We say the facts and then they lie. We coming back for them. They might say what they don't.
What up? I hear another rumor about something I said. I heard you say you won't be in the magazines until you get paid. I ain't never say that, but I do feel like that's right.
What the?
The sweet taste of victory. Go ahead and breathe it in like antihistamine. I know you saying, damn, they snapped on this beat. You expect I've got a history. Would be love now, gotta be them wheels. Haters back down, gotta be that steel. You know they can't wait till you're out of your deal. Look how they did D'Angelo, ask them how it would feel. My best friends worry about me, cause they know when you make cash and you was famous, the media aims at us. You be up so high, if you ever fall off, it feel like a plane crash.
What, yeah?
God don't ever give me nothing I can't handle. So please don't ever give me records I can't sample. So I can vacate where ain't no channels. But it's quite okay for a gangster to wear sandals.
What they say?
They say because of the fame and stardom, I'm somewhere in between the church and the same asylum. I guess it's where my health been. And it's first so crazy when I finish, I'm just gonna check myself in.
Again, it's happening. We say the facts and then they lie. We coming back for them. They might say, but they don't know. Come on, they say, they don't know. You know what they say, they say, dude, think he righteous. I write just to free minds from Stony to Rikers, amongst the lifeless. In a world crazy as Mike is. On my paper, whether it's weed or ice. They say life is a game, so I play hard. Writing for my life, cause I'm scared of a day job. They say Chef kept the hood together. Tell the young, we can't play the hood forever. Play my cards right. They say I went too left. They show me strange love, like I was Mr. F. Play chess in this game of hearts and nights.
Tonight we got the mic on cruise aboard Lust and Horseshoe.
While we fuse together like Rudicus, we move with 10-ton thrusters.
The cosmopolitan cosmonaut opinion not again like aneurysms expand with wisdom.
Musical mannerisms are parallel to cannibalism and animal instinct that's instinct,
leaving suckers extinct when we combine the gravity nullifying physics of mind.
Inebriating, leave you gaping open. Nothing safe in Oakland, it's potent, and murder is the slogan, but
we showing the erosion of the stereotypical itching to pull the trigger on. This is all original
and brand new, fidgeting with tracks that are rigid and pigeonholing rappers while collecting dividends at the dough.
You know.
And that's how it go. Who the entertainers stomping through like cross trainers? Can't be no plainer. You, the remainders, couldn't never be that one. Pack them in by millions, attendance is platinum. Who the innovators who stimulate like vibrators? We rhyme so major. You need us to rock a show, hit the pager. Cash papers when our lyrics hit the paper. Once again in your dimension personified. Yelling hieroglyphics colonized. We don't apologize for getting places packed back to back. Or rank cranks just about any function while your memory follows blank. No hanky-panky, janky stuff going down over here. No forms of rats or rodents.
My style fluctuate like the Dow Jones average. Why they stay savage? My cassette change shape and transform like Ravage or Rumble. Make the earth crumble and separate. Fall into the underground. Get into your head like a metal plate. While you sit and wait for these on TV. They elevate hieroglyphics, they can never escape us. The eagle eye, Mach 1 breed, Mike Crusader.
Yes, indeed. Intuition is the tool in which I use when enriching you with original stylistic. And the hieroglyphic ritual is to habitually blow it up with ballistic attacks. Let me just deal with the facts. Keep it real in their graps, which are not realistic. Perfection in our poetical competitive edge is just a reflection of how we feel.
Centuries impressionist, microphone specialist, catching bits for putting empty parts in my fridge.
Branded, exquisite to the osteo. My prodigal product, a diabolical melodic, aquatic is nautical. Motion, hydrokinetic flotations of your phony radio rotation. My colossal might on the mic is optimum. Hip hop from the Sequoia Heights popular. Gamma rays like Bruce Banner, phase your scanner. With mind over matter, I slap the curls out, you Girl Scouts, you know.
Who the entertainers stomping through like cross trainers? Can't be no plainer. The remainders couldn't never be that one. Pack them in by millions, attendance is platinum. Who the innovators who stimulate like vibrators with rhymes so major? You need us to rock a show, hit the pager. Catch papers when our lyrics hit the paper. Who are these originators? Flipping cuts like sabers in the hands of Darth Vader. Laura Maynard can never be that one. Pack them in by billions. Attend is the platinum. Innovators to shit like vibrators. Rhymes the major. You need the rocket show. Hit the paper. Catch papers when our lyrics hit the
Get yourself together, baby, before it's too late for you. Yeah, I'm seeing you in the mess that you made. Gotta hit the bottom to come through like true bass. And you say you can never be two-paid. So what? You let niggas put you on like toupees. And what? You start tasting like it's Kool-Aid. And we'll feel you like you ate 2 steaks. But deep inside you're hurting like a toothache. You know, you're too fake. Straight, yeah, that's what you say, baby. Anyway, hey, get that shit together. What's it gonna be? Definitely. Don't fuck with the D. Let's say. What you gonna do? Yeah, we coming through. We funkin' for you. Let's say. Yeah, we getting here. So tell me how you feel. We keeping it real. Let's say.
Start your funeral, boy. Write your obitual. They shouldn't let you know who back in the studio. The flows that'll chew your whole ass like a Tootsie Roll. No laugh, no jokes. And my loot is still usual for those who provoke. Get much like a 2-year-old. Push in the corner cause you under control. Can't roll the fast pace cause your pace is slow. Showing up slow poke with your face exposed. Put your ass in the sling and do what you suppose. And oh, here's a couple of words I think you should.
What's it gonna be? Definitely. Don't fuck with the D. Let's hit. What you gonna do? Yeah, we coming through. We fucking for you. Let's hit. Yeah, we getting here. Tell me how you feel.
Don't keep it just listen.
Like
you got it for what? The S is making them duck. Running my mouth. Sometimes I wonder for what. It just goes to show how many clicks you blow for what. Just to get a number. That's why my crew will never ever sit back and have to wonder about another paycheck. My lyrics are definitely considered to be a threat. Like stepping to the S will be some shit you regret.
What's it gonna be? Definitely. Don't fuck with the D. Let's hit. What you gonna do? Yeah, we coming through. We funkin' for you. Let's hit. Yeah, we get here. Tell me how you feel. We keeping it real. Let's get.
Talk, don't speak, just listen. Like music, I give you the guidelines, just use it. Remember where they came from. I'm the coach, so shut the fuck up if you go in the game, son. Or I have to put you in your place. You ride mine, get your own style. Why you wanna ride mine? Biting off more than you can chew. Fuck with me, I fuck with you. And I don't care who the fuck with you. Girly dudes, some real squirrely dudes. Mess around, hit your early dudes. Trust me, don't believe me, rush me. I don't care about them guns you say you got, cause you ain't rusty, you not real. How dare you test me? You get your balls on Pacino and Joe Pesci. TV rappers rip cats off like CD rappers. Not the old scrapper or LEG or rapper Blue. We here now. What the fuck y'all really wanna do? Nothing. Stop fronting. Start walking. Grab a fucking seat and just stop talking. If you see me at the bar, just don't speak. When you see me in the car, just don't speak. Oh, we used to go to school. Just don't speak. Me and you was never cool. Just don't speak. Oh, you used to know my brother. Just don't speak. Now I mean you know Scudder. Just don't speak. Oh, you want a host? Just don't speak. Leg, let them know. Just don't speak.
Don't speak like no doubt. The all-pro team, another blowout. I'm saying what happened. I'm saying fuck rapping. It's too sick. I don't give a shit who spits. Bastard, you see that? I'm ill enough to fuck up any rapper that breathes air. Foul how I wanted your riches. Now I monster ball bitches. Halle Berry lookalikes. The valley scary crooked dykes. I get it, girls a gigolo. A different world like Piccolo. Never fade. Why don't you get away? It's best that way. Never know what I might say. Yo, I'm unpredictable. The top guns get at you. We 3 times dope. EST with a diamond coat. On the front line, I hope that you acted like a mime, but you spoke. But you spoke. When you see me in the spot, just don't speak. If you see me on top, just don't speak. Chase me, never talk. Just don't speak. J League, better watch. Just don't speak. If you see me in the street, just don't speak. Yeah, 9th through B, just don't speak. If we ain't fam, just don't speak. If you see me in Missy Ann, don't speak.
Start tackle, straight hands don't wanna hassle. Swim move in your ear hole, hear me smack you a crap shoot when you dealing with the shrewd nigga. Nickname Casino Brand, I'm a huge
huge figure. Post up where the MC's at. Nobody's dope, everybody just rap. They watching videos. Google Drive by the finest souls. Cartier, flashy little neckwear. It's really getting low. Take a seat, watch this pro do it. You remind me of Jamal's MCL. Niggas just blew it. I smoke music like the finest green. Blazing up with the realest team. We getting high, niggas. Sometimes I wonder what your thoughts like. You couldn't bear witness to this and believe that your shit tight. You probably find it hard to sleep nights. Don't speak, cop the CD, nigga. This what we rock like. If you see me in the club, just don't speak. You never did show me love. Just don't speak. Who the fuck I look like? Just don't speak. Yeah, we nice with this mic. Just don't speak. I never saw you at the show. Just don't speak. Hands up, any road. Just don't speak. It's fucked off now on. Just don't speak. Check it out, my word is born. Just don't speak. Yeah. This is going out. All alive motherfuckers, know what I'm saying? All the real niggas. Bronx, Brooklyn, Manhattan, Queens, California, La Bella, Puerto Rico, wherever the fuck you from, know what I'm saying? California, La Bella, Puerto Rico, wherever the fuck you from, know what I'm saying? Yeah. The story takes place back in the South Bronx, where at the age of 14 I was already knocking off pumps. The suckers were scared to death. Every time I walk by, I hear them niggas take their last breath. See, I just didn't give a fuck. And if you had a sheepskin, I let the bomber, you was getting stuck. That was the way it was. One day I went to visit my aunt and stuck up my cuz. See, shit was fucked up back then. No matter what the fuck I did, I never had no ends. And my mom's was on welfare. Hey yo, I knew I had a father, but the nigga was never there. So what the fuck was I to do? I'm sick and tired of being the bummiest nigga out the crew. I gotta get mine, I gotta get cash. I see your old man, I'm gonna rob him with the quick fast. Give me your motherfucking loot, poppy. I'm gonna get paid and can't a damn thing stop me. See, you're tired of this poor shit. And who the cops? Well, they can suck my motherfucking dick. Cause all the niggas ever do is harass. That's why I get glad when I hear somebody smoke that ass. Just to let you know how I feel, word I'm up. The fucking shit is real. Hey yo, it's real. Down on real. Hey yo, the shit is real. Down on real. Hey yo, it's real. Down on real. Word up, the shit is real. Down on real. Now I'm 16 and there's a brand new scene. I'm making mad loot, getting paid off the dope fiends. Keeping shit in check in order. And my main man Tone was fucking everybody else's daughter. See, everybody knew in town that Joe and Tone had shit locked down. And the nigga wouldn't test me. It seems like every other day the fucking cops arrest me. But the shit will never stick. I make one phone call and be out right quick. Cause Uncle Dan had my back. And now niggas getting jealous cause they know I'm living fat. Talking shit around for waiting on the block. But never in my face cause they knew I packed the Glock. And my crew is mad deep. A bunch of crazy Puerto Ricans, so yo, don't sleep. Word. And all your bitch ass niggas know for deal. Check it out, the fucking shit is real. Hey yo, it's real. Down on real. Hey yo, it's real. Down on real. The fucking shit is real. Down on real. Yeah. Down on real. Hey yo, it's real. Down on real. Check it out. Let me let you know why I made this song. Brothers can't deal with the real word is born. I'm sick and tired of these fake ass niggas saying that they catching bodies when they never pull a trigger. I know your style, I've seen it before. You're wearing army suit, now you think you're hardcore. Drinking on your 40s, smoking on your blunts. Can't afford a chain, so you wear gold fronts. Yeah, you're faking the funk, kid, and you'll be getting it up the ass if you ever did a fucking bit. It's time to separate the real from the phony. The name is Fat Joe, punk act like you know me. I come equipped with the rough shit. Nowadays I can't believe the bull rappers come up with. And all your bitch ass niggas know for deal. Check it out, the fucking shit is real. Hey yo, it's real. Down on real. Hey yo, the shit is real. Down on
Genetic Walk, Jamal's 1975 LP, was the last of his albums to enjoy crossover chart activity. The love theme from Spartacus is a cover from Stanley Kubrick's 1960 film Spartacus, composed by Alex North, also covered by Yusuf Lateef. Sounds like my teeth need to be sorted out. Ahmed Jamal's version gently sways with a beautiful, meditative quality to it.
I'll see you soon, but talk to you sooner. This is for the things I don't say enough. Waiting for the day we touch. Your lips to mine, eclipse solar lunar. I'll see you soon, but talk to you sooner. Do you honestly believe I turn my back to you and leave my true love all alone in this cruel world? Where every single solitary day I do my best to secure a future for me and you, girl. Cause it is all about you, it's been all about you. Seconds feel like millenniums when I'm without you. But my mama said there be days like this and ain't jack we can do. That's the way life is, but it's been weeks since I felt your lips. And I'm a fiend for my queen, so I need a fix. Only for now, I settle for these talks on the phone. But I cut my arm off for a moment alone with the one that I cherish, whether in Rome or Paris, Amsterdam or Japan. Please know that I am thinking about my baby as much as humanly possible. When I know you're frustrated cause life has too many obstacles. This is for the things I don't say enough. Waiting for the day we touch. Your lips to mine, eclipse solar lunar. I'll see you soon, but talk to you sooner. This is for the things I don't say enough. Waiting for the day we touch. Your lips to mine, eclipse solar lunar. I'll see you soon, but talk to you sooner. My dear, I know you're lonely, and I know very well that it's hard and it hurts, but there's no need to cry. Cause I will be home soon, and ain't no limit to the things that we gon' do. Whatever you want, name it, and I'll make it reality. To see my baby's face, nothing means more than that to me. It's far from flattery. I ain't trying to impress you. Truth is, I miss you when I'm hurting internally. Sometimes these long trips feel like eternity, but they say distance makes the heart grow fonder. And in this case, it's proven to be fact. So I'll be back like the T-100. From blocks away, you gon' see me coming with the biggest smile you ever seen on my face. Cause even the toughest man on the planet needs loving. Cause nothing tame the wild like a woman's embrace. So this is for the things I don't say enough. Waiting for the day we touch. Your lips to mine, eclipse solar lunar. I'll see you soon, but talk to you sooner. This is for the things I don't say enough. Waiting for the day we touch. Your lips are mine, eclipse solar lunar. I'll see you soon, but talk to you sooner. Feels like it's been forever and I can't wait to see ya. It's like Bonnie and Clyde, Tony and Maria, Romeo and Juliet, Akeem, Elisa. Basically acceptable, and it's more than sexual. We're staying in Michelle. Tell me, don't you like the sound of that? Got my heart racing, then about to have a heart attack. Wanting to be loved by you, just you, and nobody loves you like I do. And I ain't scared to show it, but these feelings are hard to put into words. And I'm a poet/MC, so give me credit for expressing them, because writing this was more nervous than I ever been. I had to get it out for when I'm unable to sit with you. You have a little song that I wrote for you to listen to, so you know the way that you're missing me, I'm missing you. Wanna give you the world, but for now I hope this will do.
Talking to the air, hey crack lady, will you breathe a crack lady? Have you been inside the shelter lately? Oh, I see now, they're closing their doors now because you can't afford, because they can't fit anymore. She's sentimentally mad. We find it difficult to laugh, try to find the good things that we have. Situations get bad. We find it difficult to pass, stuck feeling detrimentally sad. Sentimentally mad. We find it difficult to laugh, try to find the good things that we have. Situations get bad. We find them difficult to pass, stuck feeling detrimentally sad. Pressed up against the wall, breathing hard, scheming hard for solutions. Brain on pause, no movement, eat the jokes. I'm designed for a breed of folks that play tapes until the speakers broke. Promote youth out of the choke of the nonsense, applying the yoke, squeezing the hope. But who are we to lecture? This is considered conjecture. Ain't no mentoring them when they don't listen. Lost, stripped their freedom of thought, ripped from the clutches. Motivated by liquor and Dutches, cars, women, brains, guns, material things. Yo, we can speak for days upon the subject. No school, no respect. Drive around on patrol for sex. No rules apply if you pose a threat. Hard to hear in hand. Walk around fearing man with a weapon in hand. They sentimentally mad. We find it difficult to laugh. Try to find the good things that we have. Situations get bad. We find them difficult to pass. Stuck feeling detrimentally sad. Sentimentally mad. We find it difficult to laugh. Try to find the good things that we have. Situations get bad. We find it difficult to pass. Stuck feeling detrimentally sad. Young fellas got a bad habit. Difficult to never stop.
So the next track I'll play by Ahmad Jamal, Poinciana, was largely overlooked for several years, being somewhat longer than a typical contemporary song. The theme song of Ahmad Jamal, whose version of this jazz standard was introduced on the 1958 album At the Pershing, would be showcased on the soundtrack of the 1995 film Bridges of Madison County. Makes me very excited to think about the fact that the song has also been recorded by the likes of Frank Sinatra, Dave Brubeck, Johnny Mathis, Nat King Cole, Chet Baker, and one of my favourites, Cal Jada.
dishonor. Strap the vest down tight when you bring the drama. Now raise up off mine and taste it in the raw. With more snipers on the floor galore in my hardware store. Nightmares of thirsty crooks. Niggas all acting fishy, working off the books. Painting pictures of poverty, causing armed robbery, and it provoked every last one gets smoked. No doubt, for real, it's like wildlife. With thugs forever, pull gaps and always keep a knife. Cause on the strip, warfare's inevitable. Hot steel's incredible. It surprise the revolution won't be televised when I supply and demand. As I build my currency to expand. Call it progress when I bless my territory. Your respect over shit, niggas keep it real. It's on you.
It's on you, baby. It's on you. It's on you. It's on you.
Step into the dragon's lair, where CL's the dawn and Pete's the creator. Now praise the Most High and represent the best, cause the #1 killer of black men is stress. The armed and dangerous, the bulletproof. Couldn't stop the homicide of another youth. Penetrating your body parts with hollow point shells, you fraud. Cause vengeance is mine, said the Lord. Indeed, my own clique now turns greedy. Out of 12 of my soldiers, one will deceive me. Put salt in the game, shame the family, and push my black ass straight into a terrifying ambush. The whole empire's at stake. Master in the streets, devil the mental won't break. And turn snake for Pete's sake, you gotta be true. It's on you,
so set it on. It's on you. It's on you.
Capture the beast within me. Beware when it's moving deep in New York City. The diabolical gangster chronicle mob scenes in all directions. The type of connection to get your wig split. Submit the wanted signs posted. Shaking spots for major knots, you get toasted. To the headpiece, I release firepower. Only I'm controlling. We put in work and got the right brothers rolling. When hell kicks off, we lick off. Keep in mind hard like stone from the red zone. To each his own. Smile in my face, behind my back you talk trash. Put my pockets hit empty and my Lexus crash. But not in your wildest dreams. Hear my name in all the scandals and all the schemes. I rest in Queens, the Vernonville's my capital. So memorize the cuts to give you 2 more seconds to get off these nuts. It's on you.
It's on you. It's on you. It's on you. Hey. It's on you.
For me, it's been such a vibe today. I hope you've enjoyed this edition of Lightworks. In fact, Artcha's enjoyed the show so much that he's still here.
I'm still here,
vibing.
You smashed it.
Thank you.
Just having a ball, a party. Thank you for having me. Thank you for letting me sit in. Amazing show. Amazing.
So what would you say to your friends who aren't listening to Lightworks yet?
Listen, I think everyone I've been corresponding to over this time is definitely tuning in now. Shout out to my boy Duke84. I think he's locked in. I'm very impressed.
More shout outs,
very,
Just squeezing some last ones there.
But no, definitely, everyone needs to hear the show. Lightworks is the way. It's the way forward. Every Monday, come on, 8 till 10. Let's make it happen.
Tune in again next Monday, 8 p.m, iLive Radio.
You're listening to iLive Radio. Changing the way you listen to radio. iLive Radio.